Nothing.
Yeah, Kim, Ron Higgins with Tiger Details. I know you lost to Florida last year. Why are they such a tough out? I mean, they were a tough out today for y'all.
I didn't think it was a tough out. We were up, double figures or whatever at halftime. And I thought it was pretty darn good day for us considering Flage and Alexis Morris sitting by me the whole first half. So I was very impressed with a lot of people stepping up today, particularly Jasmine. I thought Angel was okay. And then I thought our bench didn't give us much in the Ole Miss game. I thought all three of those kids were very productive today. Now, if you're looking at the final score, you do know I subbed the entire bench with about 30 seconds to go, and they kept starters in and pressed and got 4 to 6 more points. I don't know. I was trying to call off the dogs, but I thought we were in control of that game. I never felt that we weren't. I thought that they hit some good shots. I thought they scored the ball better today. Largest crowd they've ever had. There's still people out there taking pictures with my kids. That's what we see now on the road, which is a good thing. So I didn't think it was, I thought we controlled the game. It wasn't nip and tuck, in my opinion. I felt very good about what we did the entire game. I think you're going to get everybody's best shot. We're not a hidden commodity anymore. We're relevant. I've got kids all over social media that these young people come on the road to see, and I think it's reflected in their attendance today. They tell me it was the largest crowd they've had.
Yeah, Coach, coming off of obviously South Carolina and Ole Miss, those defenses, do you feel like your team just kind of had a sigh of relief in a way to offensively just put up the numbers y'all put up?
Well, yeah, I think when you're in the film room, you see things on which teams are tougher defensively, which teams are going to be harder to score on at certain positions. We knew after watching film on Florida that they played a lot of kids, which they didn't play a lot of their kids today. They usually play about 11. I think the sisters were not in the lineup. I don't even know if they were dressed out, but we knew that there were things, if you just reverse the ball, we were going to get any shot we wanted. And Jasmine got a lot of good open looks, and thank goodness she was hitting them. They played more zone than they've probably played all year. That little 1-2-2, they pressed you a little bit, which we expected it, but we prepared for everything we saw today. And I was proud of how we came out of the gates. One of the things Florida does do, their first quarters are always very impressive, and they attack people in the first quarter. And I thought we matched their excitement and their intensity in the first quarter, even though I had two perimeter starters sitting by me.
Hey, Coach. Angel Reese in the fourth quarter, 11 points, 5 of 6 shooting, and 2 assists. How important was that contribution from her for y'all put in the game away?
Well, absolutely. Angel's contributions in every quarter matter. But now in the third quarter, if you go back, we didn't give her the touch. We just didn't give her touches in the third quarter. And we want to spread the wealth around. We want everybody to score. But when you come out and we've had 5 or 6 empty possessions. Well, find who needs to touch the ball. And I thought in the third quarter, we didn't do a good job. Alexis Mars couldn't get in sync and in rhythm. She was in foul trouble, and, but she did fine. But I was really proud, and we need to say that about the 3 coming off the bench. I just thought they did their job today.
Yeah, I'm putting Jasmine's performance today into perspective. When you talk about having just a couple of games left in the regular season, her to have a performance like she had today, how big is that for her and for you guys moving forward as we get closer to the postseason?
Well, everybody knows Jasmine is a 3-point shooter. I've said it many times. If you're a shooter, you keep shooting. I've never told a shooter to stop shooting. And it's important for us because you want to have those perimeter shooters so they can't sag in there on our post all night. And when she's hitting like that, you got to pick your poison. I think it helps her confidence, because I think she feels like when she's missing shots or even, doesn't get enough looks, that she's not contributing. So what you have to keep telling Jasmine and Flage, people have now watched tons of film on you guys. They know your strengths and weaknesses. You're not going to get all that you got early in non-conference. It's at another level now. And I think, you know, sometimes they need to be told that. I think we are so close. We're a play or two away on offense and a play or two away on separating ourselves. What do you mean separating? Getting up by 20 plus. And you get to 11, you get to 15, 16, and you're so close. And we'll give something away on the offensive end, or we'll do something defensively that's not solid. So that's what we're working on, is to understand y'all work hard to get leads. Y'all work hard to cut leads, but you got to learn how to separate yourselves.
Hey, one note on Jasmine's 7 3-pointers made. That's the most since Pietra Gay made 7 in 1997. So the most 3-pointers by an LSU Tiger since 1997. We got time for a couple more questions here with Coach Mulkey.
Yeah, Kim, your team shot 70%, almost 70% in the fourth quarter, had scored 31 points. What did you tell your team at the huddle at the start of the quarter? Kind of give
Probably something you don't need to hear. Just challenging them. We have 2 games left, guys. Then we have the conference tournament and we have playoffs. It is time for coach to take it up a notch. It is time for me to challenge them, and it's time for them to respond. They always want to do good. They always want to do what I ask them to do, but it's time to turn the heat up on some of them. And it was more of that kind of motivating talk than it was X's and O's.
One more question.
Coach, but more like about Jasmine's performance, and you talk about shooters shoot. She has not had, like 5 games in a row, very, very, unlike her. Can you talk about her ability to kind of flip a switch today when absolutely you needed her to do it so?
Well, some of that is she wasn't in the game a lot because I went with different people because of the defensive end of the floor. She's not just physically going to just manhandle you. She's, small. So if I'm looking at defense, which is a big priority in my world, I may not have Jasmine out there, and it may cost us on the offensive end. So when Jasmine's out there, she has the green light. When we play against the tough teams that really stress defense, they're not going to give her open looks. But you got to keep shooting it. If you get 2 shots tonight or 10 shots tonight or 3, you just keep doing what you do. And she got a lot of good looks today.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.